Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list, you will be added when you join. If there is no space, you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with
Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi FG. Hi Alan. Hello Bernard, you're back. We missed you around here. Hello everyone. Hi Dottie. How's everyone? Welcome. Moonbeam is gonna be fixing things, so Nightbot might be a little bit weird, I guess. I'll switch the screen so we get started. You know how it all works. Dottie, what's going on with Dottie right now? What's going on with Dottie's energy right now? What is Dottie's energy? Ooh, the 4 cups in the dark. Oops, there we go. What is Dottie gonna do about this energy? How is this gonna play out? Six of Wands. The 4 cups is in the dark. Thank you, Daddy. Purple is my favorite color. The 4 of Cups is in the dark, so I do feel like there's this energy of feeling like you're more interested in things again, or feeling like a little bit better than you were before, or letting go of some negative thoughts or negative energy that's in your mind. I feel like you're more in tune with your feelings than everything that's going on in your mind. You do have the 6 of Swords in the light, though. And the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups is what I was trying to say. I was gonna say the Six of Swords and the Six of Swords, but only one swords here. I feel like there's this energy of you wanting to escape or wanting to do something different or just move past of whatever's going on there. But I feel like the end goal is the Six of Wands. So I feel like you may feel defeated or no one may notice the changes that you're trying to create for yourself or changes you're trying to make. So I feel like that will be a little bit difficult to continue doing these changes without that recognition, if that makes any sense. Um, for the Four of Wands is in the dark. So Four of Cups in the dark and the Four of Wands. I just feel the sense of you having your own little celebration and embracing your own energy despite if anyone notices or not. Do you notice that's the only person that matters, right? The universe notices. So that's what matters as well. Um, for the Queen of Pentacles and the Light, I do feel like there's energy as well of you coming to your power of being yourself, being more grounded, more connected, more going outside and connecting with nature as well. You know, that Queen of Pentacles energy, socialization and all that sort of things. Nurturing yourself seems to be growing or will be really soon. It is really good. Moonbeam! S should work now. Is that a question? Should Moonbeam work now? Should Moonbeam work now? Oh, that one's gone. Wasn't sure if that was a real question or not. FG, hello. Who is FG's real partner? Who is FG's real soulmate partner? Who is FG's real lifelong soulmate partner? Who is this person? Oh man. She's out there. Flowers is in the dark. Oh man, there's gonna be some sacrifices that's gonna have to be made before you find her. So I feel like you haven't found your real life partner yet. She's somewhere out there. Sacrifices are gonna have to be made, right? The lovers is in the dark. There's gonna be like a standing at a crossroads, trying to figure out which direction to look for in. The Queen of Cups is also in the dark. So I feel like she's probably the Queen of Cups. You just don't know that she exists yet. But I feel the sense of her being very intuitive, kind of like a healer type person. Very kind, very generous, very emotionally balanced. So I feel like this person could be like a Pisces or a Cancer. I don't know. Then you also have the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if this person is just really sensitive to like understanding energies and that sort of thing, or if she's more stuck and hard to find because she doesn't like go outside and mingle with other people because of her abilities to read other people's energies. Let's see. Who is this person for FG? Who is this person for FG? Oh man. I feel like she's restricting herself out of fear. I feel like she's had a hard relationship already. But she is open to a new love with the Ace of Wands, even though she doesn't want a repeat of the last relationship with the King of Swords. Ugh. I feel like she's very logical and, yeah. She's logical and passionate at the same time. The High Priestess is in the dark too, so I feel like she doesn't trust herself to meet the right person. Ace of Pentacles. She's open to new love, though. She is healing. She is trying to get herself out there. It's a matter of you being in the right place in the right time. You think I'm right? Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, because not all connections are meant to be, except closure. I feel like this is still her energy, you know, trying to move past all of this, trying to find someone new, but having a hard time with getting herself out there. That's what I got. Hi Bernadette, hello. How are you? Ellen, what will this week be like for Ellen? What will this week be like for Ellen? Oh man, what's going on here? Ooh, the Emperor. So you're in charge of whatever happens. You figure out how this week is gonna end for you. You got this. For the Queen of Wands in the dark, you know, I feel like if you're gonna be the Ice Queen, that's okay, right? Sometimes you just have to speak your mind and not hold back on what comes out, right? I feel like you may not have a great filter, but you know, it just happens sometimes, right? My filter's been broken for a long time, so. um, so you know, if someone needs to hear something, they probably need to hear it for good reason, right, Ellen? Let's see, what is going on? What's gonna cause Ellen to have this hot, fiery temper, speaking her mind? Let's see. The Eight of Wands. You're gonna have that boost of energy, and you don't know where to direct the energy. Five of Wands. Oh man, it may cause some conflicts, but at the same time, I feel like it's gonna boost your ego. So there's that, right? I feel like this sense of tension and aggression coming from you. I feel like it's gonna come from a good place, though, right? I feel like you wouldn't be mad if you didn't care so much. So yeah, you know. So I feel like if you need to tell someone off, it's gonna be this week. For the Page of Pentacles, right? They're. I feel like they're the ones at the other end of this. They might not appreciate this, but you know what? It's gonna boost your power, though. You have the Emperor here, so right? Tough on that, right? Nine of Swords. You may feel bad about it after, but you know they need to hire it, so don't feel bad. Don't regret what needs to be said. Just continue moving forward. Two of Wands. You know, don't think that you should have made a different decision. Just go on your first instinct. Say what you need to say. It's going to boost your power anyways. It seems to be something that needs to be done. Let's see. Is this a work situation? Is this a work situation for Ellen? Is this a work situation for Ellen? King of Pentacles. Yes, King of Pentacles is very much a work situation. You know? Yeah. Oh, man. Bernard, hello. First question. General reading for the next 21 days. What does Bernard need to know for the next 20... Oops, that was really bad. What does Bernard need to know for the next 21 days? What does Bernard need to know for the next 21 days? Alright, I'm gonna pull another one, so I'm just gonna go with it, because that's what wanted to come out. The Four of Pentacles in the light. You're gonna take some time to smell the roses. I guess in this case, the daisies. Yeah, I just feel this energy, Bernard, of you just being your own cheerleader, you know, boosting your own ego. You may not have a big on celebration or praise or recognition for all the hard work you've been doing, but know that you have been doing hard work. You know, the universe does see that, even though you may not, get that recognition from others. You know, we have to, like, yeah, boost your own self-esteem there. You have the King of Pentacles in the dark. So I feel like work issues may come up unexpectedly that are not nice ones. So the Knight of Swords is also in the dark. So I feel like whatever it is, you know, don't fall behind. Keep pushing through. You know, boost your own energy. Find your own motivation. I feel like no one's gonna motivate you. You're gonna have to motivate yourself to keep going, right? You don't want to fall behind here. I feel like this is about work. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles, you're gonna have to boost your own energy, be focused on your work, and be consistent in your energy. Follow through with what you're supposed to follow through with. There's gonna be some difficult decisions you have to make. It might be a little bit confusing here. You have the Seven of Swords, but you know, making sure that you're not cutting corners or skipping something that you need to put some focus into. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles. I think it's just a matter of being mindful of what matters most for you, what you need to tackle this week, and focus on that in the next 21 days too. You know, take some time for yourself, take some time to do what Bernard likes to do. Um, but yeah, you know, I feel like whatever it is, be careful because I feel like people are going to be watching you. So if you don't trust it, then trust that you don't trust it and find another way around it. But don't cut corners, don't cheat, don't procrastinate on something that needs to get done either. Bernard's in the house, yes. Alex! What does Alex need to know right now? What does Alex need to know right now? Oh, the Three of Pentacles is in the light. So I feel like there's going to be some teamwork, collaboration, like work success coming your way. I do feel that for you in the Three of Pentacles for sure. I just feel this boost of confidence, like working more effectively and putting more effort into your career or job, whatever that is for you. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the dark though, so you know it may not be all sunshines and rainbows. There's gonna be some ups and downs, but that just seems to be work, right? I feel like there's this Nine of Pentacles can easily turn into the light if you make this decision, though, right? The Two of Swords is in the dark is kind of like delaying or avoiding making this decision. I'm not quite sure if it's because you don't know how it's going to play out in the long run and you don't know what to expect, so that's what the hesitation is about. But I feel like that could easily turn your Nine of Pentacles in the light, so that you'd have that boost of independence and feeling more self-sufficient in your performance or whatever it is going on there. The Four of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like this is sense of, I don't know if you're giving someone the silent treatment or if you feel like someone else is giving you the silent treatment. Let's see, what is going on with the Four of Swords here? What is going on with the Four of Swords here in the dark? Strength, okay, I don't know. I feel like there's this energy of you boosting your own strength. Uh, you know, maybe taking some time off if you don't want to say something you don't want to say to the wrong person at the wrong time, which is understandable. Uh, yeah, I feel like there's this energy of you figuring out, trying to find a way to find your courage and your inner power to overcome whatever this challenge is. I feel it's a matter of you trying to hold your tongue and not say something that you don't want to say, or um, I don't know what that is about, or unless it's someone else doing that towards you. That is what I got though. I feel like it's more like you're holding back on saying something to someone else. Yeah, I feel like it's stronger energy, so I feel like it's more your end, Alice. Dottie! Could you see anything else come from that I really need to know? Is there anything else that Dottie needs to know? Is there anything else that Dottie needs to know from the last reading? Ooh, the Tower's energy. The Ace of Swords. I feel like you're beginning to have a clearer focus, a clearer mind, and like new perspectives, new ideas, new thoughts that are more positive, Dottie, is coming for you. I don't know if you've realized it yet or if it's something that's happening soon. But you have the Magician here, so you have all the tools you need to navigate how you're going to move forward and how you're going to deal with the situation. It's just a matter of using them, tapping into the resources that you can tap into, using the resources that you have around you. because I feel like you have the skill, the knowledge, and everything it is. You just gotta trust yourself that you do have this inner wisdom within you. You have the Knight of Wands in the dark as well. So I feel like it's a matter of just boosting your own self-esteem, your own ego, whatever, your own pride, whatever that is for you, to get on your horse and go where you want to go. You know, if you hesitate too long, I feel like this tower can get a little shaky here, and you know, cause some unexpected destruction or chaos, or you know. But I feel like, you know, if you move forward, there's a chance of stabilizing your tower a little bit, it seems. How will this play out for Dottie? How will this play out for Dottie? Three of Cups, getting out and socializing, friendships, maybe new friendships coming for you. I do feel that. Some reunions, reconnecting with people you haven't spoken to or hung out with or whatever in a long time. Seems to be what's coming for you. There is the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is in the dark. So I don't know if you're going to be invited to something, you're going to be tempted to say no because your Knight of Wands is in the dark. I feel like it's a great opportunity to take it if you're in the mood or not, because just going can boost that ego some more. And I feel like that is really important right now for you, Dottie. Yeah, light that fire. You know, you may not want to, you may not be in the right mindset because your Knight of Wands is in the dark. But, you know, turn your night into the light and take this invitation, have that celebration, whatever that is, reunion or, you know, could be just a community event. See what it's all about. That's what I got. You're welcome, Dottie. Bernadette! My cat has been hissing at my partner. That is too funny. Did something happen? Probably. Let's see. For Bernadette, why is Bernadette's cat hissing at her partner? Why is Bernadette's partner? Why is Bernadette's cat hissing at her partner? Why is Bernadette's cat hissing at her partner? This one wants to come through. The King of Pentacles. Because your cat is like rules the kingdom over there. Sounds like Beastie. Beastie rules the house over here. It was funny. A couple last week or I don't know, a couple days ago, Lucky's our pug. He tried to be a cat, and Beastie tried to be Lucky. Like, no joke. Lucky went inside the litter box and peed in the litter box. Beastie went inside his doghouse. It was a thing. I don't know what was going on there, but they traded places for a day. I don't know who liked it better. I feel like Beastie kind of enjoyed being a dog more than Lucky enjoyed being a cat. But, you know, they tried it out. I don't know what was up with that, but that happened. I should post a picture. I have a picture of BC in the doghouse. I'll post it on my community page. You can see what I'm talking about. They're crazy, these guys. For the King of Pentacles in the light. Yeah, I feel like your cat feels like your cat, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Your cat feels like they own the place, right? They're the boss, they're the King of Pentacles. Things go their way, no one else's way. So, you know, if your partner is standing in their way, they're gonna deal with it. Eight of Wands. You know, that they had that hot, fiery temper going on there. They were energized. They were wanting to be up to their shenanigans. Maybe he tried to stop them from their shenanigans. For the Ace of Wands, I feel like it didn't go well for the cat because, you know, she's mad about with the Eight of Wands here. Why is the Eight of Wands in the dark? Ten of Pentacles. You know, this is her house. You are her master. You're her queen, right? The partner is not, apparently. So whatever the partner told you about the cat, I feel like the cat thinks that he was lying because the Seven of Swords is here. Oh, man. They both have a similar energy. That's probably it, right? You know, if you're too many things in common, people can clash. It's a boy. Well, there you go. He's the king. He thinks the partner's lying because he rules the place. The Ten of Pentacles, you know, that family foundations, that legacy, you know, that loyalty to the family. Feels like whatever your partner did, what didn't hold up their end of the deal. You're tossed between them. Well, I always take the cat side, right? I don't know. I feel like you have to take the cat side on this one. Oh man, that's what I got. Bernard, hello. Two spirits readings. What spirit lets me know about what's coming this way? Let's see. For Bernard, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fairies that want to give Bernard a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fairies that want to give Bernard a message? Ooh, there we go. The Four of Wands. Well, I feel like your Four of Wands is in the light this time, so you know if you get going, like the last reading, like that fire underneath you, you're gonna have that celebration, that recognition, and people are gonna be pleased with your work. So I feel like that is a strong energy that is coming through for you. It's just a matter of you taking care of business, right? Not letting your emotions get in the way, though, or let your emotions hold you back. For the Hangman, I just feel like there's a sense of not just hanging around, but like you know, making sure you have clear expectations or clear visions of what to expect for what's coming towards you. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles in the dark too, so I just feel like there's this energy of, you know, things are not always going to be balanced, but I feel like you have the energy to make something happen out of this one way or another, right? I feel like your hard work will pay off. I feel like there's some things that you can't take advantage of that you may not realize. Um, because I feel like there's a lot of confusion that comes without the Seven of Cups. Like, I feel like making sure that you expand your visions to see what your end goal is, um, to choose wisely with your choices. You know, don't just have wishful thoughts or you know, don't just hope for something to happen, make it happen kind of thing, right? Because sometimes when we get into this trap of hoping, sometimes we're hoping because we don't believe it's actually going to happen. So that can self sabotage ourselves. So choose wisely with your choices and think of the end goal. We have to shift your perspectives at some point, but you will get that badass success, right? For one, that celebration, that success, that, you know, achievements of some sort. That's what I got. Bernadette, they're very loving and gentle. That is awesome, Bernadette. Yeah. See, that's just a sign that you take the cat side. Maybe your partner stepped on their tail or something. Oh, I always feel bad when that happens. I don't mean to, but sometimes I just walk somewhere without looking and the cat is like right by my feet all the time. Sorry, I'll turn this off. Yeah, both of them as kittens. Oh man, yeah. I got Beastie when she was only um 7 weeks old. I know I'm supposed to get them at 8, but the breeder just didn't want her anymore because Beastie was like the last of their litter, and she wasn't gonna be a breeder anymore. Yeah, so we got her very little. FG. And Floppy, well, Floppy is one of Beastie's babies, so we had her since birth. Let's see for FG, what my company hasn't. Okay, my company hasn't responded to my doctor's note to return back to work. Should I be concerned? Let's see. FG's company hasn't responded to FG's doctor's note. Should FG be concerned with the lack of acknowledgement? Right? Let's see. The Four of Pentacles. Sit back, smell the flowers, enjoy the ride. I don't know. The universe doesn't seem to be worried about it. So I don't know what to say, FG. You know, the Four of Pentacles. Like, you know, sit back, relax. Um, I do feel this energy of you being a little bit worried and possessive of knowing or wanting to know what the company has to say about it or whatever your concerns are. But you have the Knight of Swords, so it could be just a matter of you taking action, right? And get some clear information if that is what you're wanting to get out of it. The Emperor, I feel like whatever you decide, you know, the power is in your hands to make that choice of what's going on there. The Seven of Pentacles is in the dark, though. So, I just feel like there may be some sort of change of plans or, um, I don't know. I feel like there may be some trust issues coming through, though. Let's see, what's going on with the Seven of Pentacles? What's going on with the Seven of Pentacles? Oh, there's going to be some choices to make. I feel like the choices are going to be emotional choices, though. It's the Two of Cups. But you also have the Knight of Wands. So it's the Knight of Swords, like, go for it. Go get that clarity. Go get the information that you need. But then the Knight of Wands, the Dark, is like, wait. You know? Are you doing that because you're impatient, or can you wait it off? Um, yeah. I feel like overall the choice is yours. The Knight says to go for it. The Knight of Wands is kind of like questioning your patience of waiting for them to come through with something. Uh, yeah, Two of Swords. Feels like there's going to be an emotional choice you'll have to make, though. Not quite sure what that would be like for you. That's what I got. Ellen, is CD angry or annoyed at Ellen? She seems quieter than usual. Let's see, is CD angry or annoyed at Ellen? Hi, Culture. How are you? For the Nine of Pentacles is in the dark. The Nine of Pentacles, I feel like she's I don't know, she's not in a good headspace right now. Cause I feel like she feels more codependent. Like I feel like she doesn't have a strong independent energy right now. So I don't know if she's just been relying more on others to pick up the pace for her, or what's going on there. The Five of Swords too. She's struggling with something. So I don't know if she's struggling because she wants to be perfect at something, and things are not working out perfectly the way that she wants. I'm not really feeling a lot of aggressive anger energy. Um, I feel like if there's any annoyance, I feel like she's annoyed with herself that things are not working out the way she wants them to. But I feel like, you know, the Nine of Pentacles in the dark and the Seven of Swords in the light, it's kind of like she's wondering if she can cut corners or cheat or, you know, get away with not doing much because she's not motivated to do much and not get caught that she's not working as well. Like, I'm not quite sure your connection together, but I feel like she just you know, feeling defeated, feeling like she wishes other people can, you know, take over whatever she has going on. I don't know. The Ace of Pentacles is in the dark too, so I just feel like she's been making some poor choices lately. I feel like there's a lot of doubts. I feel like she's doubting what she truly wants, so that's been a little bit hard too. Yeah. I feel like overall, I'm not quite sure if whatever happened between you and her has played into it, but I feel like there's a lot more going on than just you, Alan. Yeah. Um, that's what I got though. That's probably why she's quieter than usual. I feel like she's trying to scheme things. Not really like scheming, but you know, not stepping up her game or yeah. Alice, hello. What is the status of my job application with Carrie Land Partners? Will they board me this week? Let's see for Alice. What is the status of Alice's job application? Ooh, the Queen of Cups, the Fool. I feel a new beginning coming our way. There's gonna be some delays, but there is a beginning coming. That Queen of Cups. Don't lose faith. Don't lose. Don't trust your intuition that things are gonna work out for you, right? Trust your inner voice. I feel the sense of you boosting that sense of emotional balance within yourself, which is really productive. I feel you starting something new, so I do feel like you will hear back from that job application. But there is going to be some delays, right? The Four of Swords is in the dark. So, yeah, I feel like things are going to pick up pace. You won't have as much alone time as you would like. The Hermit's also in the dark, so I feel like, yeah, something's going to definitely come through for you in the work department. Why is the Four of Swords and the Hermit in the dark? Oh man, okay, so maybe the person who decides if they're gonna hire you or whatever is just procrastinating. I kind of feel like that the person who's supposed to go through the applications and hire or not hire may not even be there, so I feel like it may be delayed. But I just feel this energy like they just checked out. Not if they went on vacation or if they're off sick or what's going on there. So, but I feel like, because I feel like there was a sudden unexpected change of their original plan. Um, will this person contact Alice with? Will the Carrie Linton? Is it Carrie Linton? Carrie Titan. Carrie Titan. Okay, the star. Have faith, right? Have faith. You're gonna have that badass success. I didn't even pull those cards out. They fell out like that all on their own. So the universe said, just hold tight. It's gonna come through for you. There's been some unexpected changes, but you know, boss person here is gonna contact you whenever they return. That's what I got. Bernard, hello. Third question. Okay. Where I get my own place? My apartment or house or 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Let's see. For Bernard. Will Bernard be getting their own place soon? Will Bernard be getting their own place soon? This one wants. Oh, that was too many. Let's see. I'm not sure which one is that one. King of Cups! I feel like if you're determined enough, you can find it, but I feel like it's going to take some more work and effort, though, to make that happen. I feel like you do have options, even though the options may not be clear. I feel like be mindful, though, that someone may be scheming you or tricking you about saying, yes, I have a place for you, Bernard, but it's kind of like a lie, right? I feel like there's, I don't know about where you are, but here where we live, there's so many people trying to scam other people about apartments and houses. The Seven of Swords makes me really feel the energy really strongly. You know, Bernard, so be careful of anyone trying to deceive you or trick you into giving you a placement. They're just taking your money and there's no place there. The Queen of Cups is in the dark as well. Oh man, what's going on, Bernard? Will there be an honest person to give Bernard a place or apartment? Is there going to be an honest person to give Bernard a house or an apartment? Nine of Pentacles is in the dark. I feel like there will be an honest person. Nine of Pentacles is someone who's very honest. But it's in the dark, so it may be delayed. They may not always, you know, it might take some more time, more work for you to navigate which one you want to go into. I feel like there will be some choices here. The Two of Wands. And I feel like it's a matter of considering your options that are realistic for your future. Like the long-term run, not just short-term. No, but I didn't answer the question. Oh, it says Ubeam. I typically use typical zodiac for astrology questions, as it is widely adopted in Western practices. However, if you prefer insights from cider traditions, please let me know. I do know of G that coordinates does depend where you are. Like the coordinates in Canada is like where we are is different than other places. I have noticed that because if you look up where the moon is, like for a full moon, if it's not 100% full moon, in Canada, I won't have the same places if it's 100% full in other places. So I don't know if that is what's going on with the coordinates. Let's see, for Bernadette, will my partner want to have kids? Does Bernard, sorry. Bernard, your energy is in my energy. Bernadette, we need Bernadette's energy. Bernadette's energy, that's what we need. Bernadette's energy. Is Bernadette's partner want to have kids? Does Bernadette's partner want to have kids? Does Bernadette's partner want to have kids? Emperor, yes, he's ready to go. The Emperor does represent a father figure as well, so I feel like your partner does want to have kids. He's in there, he's ready to go. Let's go right now. My body is always in a lot of pain. I am tossed in between what I want and what I should do. Oh man. Let's see. What is the energy around Bernadette? What is the energy around Bernadette starting a family? What is the energy around Bernadette starting a family? I don't do fertility readings, so I'm trying to go around it. Okay, so you do have the Temperance and the Three of Pentacles in the dark. So I feel like the cards are saying you're going to have to make that decision if what exactly you want to do. You know, it may come to, you know, the Three of Pentacles, like working with other people, hearing other people's point of views and that sort of thing. So if you want to turn this into the light, you may have to ask your doctor what your doctor's perspective is, what your doctor's view is about your health. And I feel like that will turn your cards into the light, because right now they're in the dark. So if you want them to turn in the light, it seems to be you have to work with someone else. So I'm guessing in this case for fertility, it would be your doctor or nurse practitioner or whatever it is that's in your community to figure out what is the best solution of what you want to do to get those answers. What would be the outcome of Bernadette and the partner? What would be the outcome between Bernadette and the partner? Celebration! Woohoo, party time! Right, 3 of Cups. It's been a big no for a while. My doctor already said no, but okay. Then you'd have to get a second opinion, you know? Yeah, you have to like weigh up all your options. You know, if it's like a risk to your body, like you don't want to get pregnant and then like you not be here anymore, right? You don't want that to happen. Um, you know, or if you can't carry the full term, dealing with the loss would be very devastating as well, right? But yeah. You know, if you're happy with the first advice to turn these cards on the ground, you may have to get a second opinion from someone else and for them to explain to you why that is not, why it's a no if it's a no again. Or if it is a yes, what are the potential risks, and see if you're willing to deal with that as well. Because, you know, it's not just hard on your body, but there could be, you know, a risk, not just, you know, your life, but dealing with the loss of someone else's life as well. Can be very, very, very difficult. Yeah, well, don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, doctors don't have a lot of time. So what I do when I have a lot of questions, I write them down on paper because doctors can read a lot faster than I can talk. Like they can read the whole paper in a second. That's just how they learn, right? So if you write down all your questions, your doctor can literally look at it in a minute and answer all those questions for you, rather than you trying to wait to explain every question and them trying to explain every answer. Then they'll be able to come up with faster, quicker answers for what you're really wanting as well. Culture! Is there any chance I will ever reunite with the cat socks? Aww. Let's see for culture. Is there any chance that I've been hearing these stories of like people are reconnecting with their or reuniting with their cats like after like 10 years or something? That is so cool. It all depends how you approach them though. It all depends how you approach them. Yeah. It all, you know, they're not there to be your friend, but you know, it all depends how you approach them. You know, if you go in with real questions, realistic questions, right? You may have to Google up how to write realistic questions for doctors. Like, don't write, should I get pregnant? You know, is it the instead of like reword like, is it like more medical? Like, is it like can I medically realistically conceive the full term? You know, you have to ask. Yeah, because they're not there to be your friend or to give you a hug, or that's not their job. There are way too many people. There's not enough doctors out there. That's the problem. Too many people are YouTubers and not enough people are doctors. I think that is a problem. Everybody wants to be a YouTuber nowadays. There's nobody out there working. Culture. Is there a chance for culture to ever reunite with socks? Is there a chance that culture will ever reunite with socks? She was a stray. Oh man. Oh man, yeah. Luck, timing, and destiny is on your side, so I feel like, you know, if you believe in karma, good luck, good energy, I do feel like there is a chance that she can come back, and I feel like you'll be her knight in saving armor, right? You're gonna rescue her again. I feel like there'll be another opportunity for you to rescue her again. Um, or rescuing another cat that will be just as special, if not more so, right? The Knight of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like it's just a matter of being at the right place at the right time. You may have to do a little shady business about it. You know, if you see someone not treating their cat fairly outside, right? You just like lure them into your place with some food. Right? I don't know, but I feel like I'm not the best influence for anyone, but that's what I got. I just I don't take no for an answer. You know, like if I go to the doctors, I go anywhere, I don't take no for an answer. Like my daughter, she goes to school, she goes to high school. Her teachers are so scared that if she diddle daddles past the bell, they try to rush her because they think that I'm gonna be mad that she's not coming out on time. And I think that's hilarious. I don't know. You just gotta be firm and not take no for an answer. I used to be shy and scared and not talk to anybody, but I don't know. Being a mother took all of that shyness and scariness out of me. Like, those are my babies, and you know, you don't treat them right, I'm gonna, you know? Yeah. So, I think it's hilarious that the teachers are scared of me. And they're like, Mom, you can't tell the teacher that. You can't, like, it's always like, too funny. See you later, FG. Thank you for coming on. Bernard, 4 spiritual readings. Good things I love. Spiritual reading. Good things. I love my true love. Will I have a female with my new true love forever? She be and when I'll zodiac lamb. I'm guessing Bernard wants a love reading. Love reading for Bernard. Is Bernard gonna find his true love? Is Bernard gonna find his true love? Is Bernard gonna find his true love? Let's see. Ooh, true love. There's a brand new person coming into your energy, Bernard. There's a new lover. The Ace of Cups. Your cup is overflowing with love. This new person. 444 in California. Nice. It's 744 here. But yeah, Bernard, there is a new person coming for you. Brand new person with genuine feelings, romantic energy. I feel like there's going to be a good opportunity. I feel like you might meet them at an event. So make sure that you go to this event and you don't cancel it. Because right now, it's the 3 of Cups is in the dark. So it looks like you're going to cancel it. But if you attend, I feel like that's where you're going to meet this person. The 8 of Swords, you know, don't hold yourself back too much. You know, don't be scared to go. Don't be scared that I'm not going to go because this other person's there and I don't like this kind of energy. I don't know what the excuse would be, but, yeah, go for it. Go for it. It might be somewhere where you don't feel comfortable. You may not like who's there. You may not like who's hosting it. I have no idea. But your new love seems to be there. What kind of love energy is coming for Bernard? What kind of love energy is coming towards Bernard? Oh, look at this. It says, settling. Avoid settling for less than you deserve and love. That is true, right? Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. It says friendship. This connection is based on a friendship. It may never develop into romance, but, you know, it looks like it will, though. It may start off as friendship, but you know, they say never, right? Let's just gotta clarify which zodiac sign is Bernard's love. What zodiac sign is Bernard's love? Temperance. So the Temperance. Oh, which one is the Temperance again? I think the Temperance is Sagittarius. I'm not sure, Bernard, but I think the Temperance is a Sagittarius. So that's a fire sign. So they're hot, fiery, sexy beings, right? So I can feel that for you. Ellen. My long-term goal is to have a house and grow produce to sell, barter locally. Does Spirit see this happening for Ellen? Let's see for Ellen. There any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give Ellen some messages about her long-term goal about having a house and growing produce to sell locally? Oh man, this says, you know, because the cards are on the table, it looks like there is a potential opportunity here for you, Ellen. But it's a matter of you stepping up and turning all these cards into the light, right? You know, first off, you have to turn the Two of Cups into the light. So you have to be very content in making that decision. You know, it could start by one thing at a time. You know, just growing, maybe just growing little herbs inside your home where you are now and expanding from there, right? It's just about making that emotional decision what you can realistically emotionally handle right now. So it could be just doing little herbs and starting with that. And I feel like that will give you that confidence to boost your Queen of Swords into the light as well. Thinking strategically, being honest and open with your goals and opinions and how you want to start this going off. The Six of Cups is in the dark, so it's kind of like letting go of any past regrets. You know, if anyone told you in the past that that's not going to happen, or anything that may make you feel like, okay, I can't do this for whatever reason. You know, it's about letting go of the past negativity to turn your Six of Cups into a light and having that childhood dreams come true instead of restricting them from doing that. And then for your Emperor here, you have to turn that into a light as well, because you're the one that has the power to make this happen for you. The Emperor is all about control, controlling your path, controlling your destiny, but also remembering to be authentic and being your true self and not losing yourself in all of the mix as well. That is what I got for that. I can just clarify. If Ellen does all of this, how will it play out? If Ellen does all of this, it turns all the cards back into the light, what will happen? The Sun, that positive energy. The Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles is all about harvesting, right? You have to plant your harvest before you can harvest, before you can get the results. It does take a lot of resilience, a lot of patience, a lot of planning, a lot of focus. The Eight of Pentacles in the dark, so it all depends if you have the time to commit, the time to dedicate yourself to it, and the energy to put that work and effort into it to turn that one to the light as well. It is what I got. That's what I mean by an apartment. You can still start herbs. You know, I have a lot of herbs in my windows here, and I have really small windows. My windows are like literally not that wide. What I did is I put a shelf in my windows instead of curtains, and I put the herbs in there. You know, sometimes you have to start small before you can go big. It's baby steps that get you to the big ones. You know, restrictions is what crushes dreams. You know, even if you just plant the one pot of herbs and you sell that, you plant another pot of herbs, you start one thing at a time. Gotti, what are specific messages someone who loves me and wants me to be happy and other side? Oh man, I'm gonna try my best. Good night, Ellen. Let's see. I'll see what the cards have to say, Dottie. You know, you never know what's gonna come out. Drain spirit guides, ancestors, angels or fae that want to come and give Dottie a message. Drain spirit guides, ancestors that want to come and give Dottie a message. Drain spirit guides, ancestors, angels or fae that want to come and give Dottie a message. Positive messages. Oh, there's some cute messages here. The Four of Pentacles is in the light, so I do feel this energy of you being mindful of what matters. You being possessive to the things that really matter most to you, right? And being able to be relaxed and confident, or a sense of stability. I feel like whoever is trying to send you this message, they do want you to have all those things. They're focused on those things that you do have and that you do have control over. The Page of Wands is in the dark, so, the Page of Wands in the dark can sometimes be a little impatient, wanting things to come faster than they are. Could be a little bit of low energy going on. But despite that, I feel like they want you to take action, be ambitious. With this Knight of Swords energy here, right? Make some bold moves, take some quick actions, and see what it feels like. Because I just feel this energy of you being more curious, more exploring, more adventurous in your energy as well. And not putting up with any bullshit, right? The Knight of Swords doesn't put up with any bullshit, just like the Queen and then the King. The world is here, so you have the whole world in your hands. It's like, what are you gonna do with it, right? It's like closing one chapter, opening a new one, finding out what your next big cycle is and where that is going to lead you. What else does the spirits want Dottie to know? What else does spirit wants Dottie to know? Ten of Wands. Yeah, things are going to be hard. Things are going to feel like you're stressed and anxiety and defeating. I mean, anxiety always comes, right? If you didn't care, you wouldn't stress. That's why you stress, right? Stress comes from caring too much. The people who don't have any stress, they don't care about anything, right? They just care about themselves and no one else. The Queen of Cups here shows that you are very emotionally in tune. You care way too much. A lot of compassion, a lot of warmth, a lot of healing, very intuitive. So that does come along with stress and anxieties and worries. The Two of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like there's some struggles coming through with your happiness because of the financial situation. But like this card says, balancing the resources, being flexible, adapting. It doesn't always have to cost money. My favorite dates with Moonbeam is at home, not going somewhere else. I'd rather that more than anything. So it's just a matter of adapting and figuring out what brings you that little piece of joy. Yeah, you care too much, Danny. Sometimes that's a hard one. It's okay to care a lot, but it's also a matter of dealing with your anxiety and not letting it consume you either. It's kind of like finding that balance between the two. And that is difficult. But yeah, you got this. What is going on with my estranged... Estranged... Oh man, I can never say that word. I know what you mean though, Bernadette. I see Bernard's question on my screen, and I'm looking at your question, and I'm getting confused again. Bernadette. We need Bernadette's energy. Bernadette's energy. What is going on with Bernadette's estranged sister? Oh, man. I feel like your estranged sister is a little bit out of pause, out of standstill, not moving forward, not going anywhere, just kind of like focusing on themselves right now. I feel like their energy is a little scattered though, even though they're focusing on themselves. Their energy is a little bit, I feel like they're resisting making the changes that they need to make, so I feel like they're a little bit stuck. She is angry at everyone. She's already removed me from her life. Oh man. Yeah, I just feel like she's kind of like just all over, eh? And her emotions and not really focused anywhere. I feel like she's really focused on trying to find her inner peace here. I feel like there's a lot of frustrations. I feel like she's not accepting of what anyone thinks or says about her. She's just kind of like wanting to distance herself from probably the truth, right? I bet you people gave her a lot of truth that she didn't want to hear. I can feel that as well. She's not meditating. She's not doing any self-reflection. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because she doesn't want to hear what anybody says. Because she knows that what they're saying is true. She just doesn't want to acknowledge it, right? She's not that she's blocking everybody. She's blocking everyone from avoiding the truth from herself. So she's doing more damage to herself than everyone else. She's not doing what she needs to do for any self-reflection there. She's avoiding that like the plague. The judgment is in the dark as well, right? So she's I feel like there's a lot of guilt. I feel like she's she's harsh on her own self. She has fears of being seen. She has fears of I feel like she recognizes she made some poor decisions, but she's not going to change her mind about it. Yeah. Oh man, judgment is in the light too. Judgment in the dark and the light. There's a lot of judgment going on there. You know, a lover, she's at a crossroads in life, making some difficult life choices. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, it shows, the tower energy here, the King of Swords. King of Swords, she's like lying to herself. She's attaching herself emotionally. And I feel like she's being very critical of herself as well. It's not just a family, she's doing it to herself as well. I can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped, it seems. Bernard, hello. The twins went out of town last week. That must have made up with somebody. Let's see. The twins went out last week. Did the twins meet up with somebody? Did the twins meet up with somebody? The Fool is a neutral card. It's not a yes or a no. Oh man. Let's see for Bernard. Did the twins meet up with somebody last week? The Three of Pentacles is yes, but I feel like it was like a social event though. It wasn't just like one person because the Three of Pentacles, so there was multiple people there. Why did the twins go out of town? Why did the twins go out of town? The Two of Swords. I feel like they had a difficult decision to make. I feel like it wasn't something that was very planned, like not very well planned. Magician. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they went to a show of some sorts. I don't know. That's what I got about that. I feel like if they didn't really meet up with like a person, they went somewhere where there's more than one person. There's other people there. Some sort of event, I think. I don't know. Culture. What does Spirit want me to focus on this week for culture? Great Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come give culture a message. What should culture focus on next week? Oh man. The Queen, I want to say the Queen of Cups. I really do. I just feel next week the Spirit thinks that you are going to be the Queen of Cups. Just someone who is very intuitive, very kind, very generous, very emotionally balanced and wise. I feel that really strongly. I just feel this energy of you not just being very nurturing and passionate, but also like doing like selfless things for others as well. And I feel like that's going to give a good energy, but it's also going to wear you down. So I feel like it's a matter of you not giving more of yourself than what you have to give. You know what I mean? Like focus on your own self, your own things that you have going on. The Six of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like there may be some issues about like, clinging to what makes you feel comfortable and not really wanting to explore anything new. I don't know what that is about because I just feel like there's some hesitation. Like, I don't know what that's gonna be like, so I don't want to try it or what's going on there. But for the Four of Cups and the Light, I do feel like there's this energy of you also taking time to think things through, pull back a little bit, evaluate your situation, and to see what is realistically that you could focus and manage on this week without overdoing yourself. You know, you don't want this Nine of Swords energy to happen, right? You don't want to be too overwhelmed and too stressed that you can't keep moving forward. But with the Nine of Swords here in the dark, it's kind of like you releasing any fears, you're taking a chance on something that's outside your comfort zone. It's releasing any stresses and worries and avoiding this burnout energy. There is a Hermit here as well. So with the Hermit, I do feel like you're going to be going through soul searching, like I said, trying to evaluate what needs your focus and what doesn't this week. Kind of like prioritizing, I guess. What else does culture need to know about this energy? What else does culture need to know about this energy? Yeah. You know, don't try to overgive yourself because you're trying to avoid some sort of conflict either. You know, I feel like whatever it is, kind of like dealing with the situation instead of avoiding it. I feel like that's going to help you along the way because you do have the King of Wands. So I don't know if the King of Wands is going to like come into your energy and help you out. Because I feel the King of Wands has a hot, fiery, passionate, romantic energy to them. But if it's your energy, I feel like it's a matter of you being determined to keep moving forward despite the challenges this week. Making sure that you're balancing yourself well and not giving more than what you can handle. I feel like there's this energy of you being, or having a boost of possibility or a boost of inspiration and creativity trying to come your way as well. Yeah, being more optimistic, the Ten of Wands. You know, releasing some of the burdens, releasing some of the stresses and anxieties. I feel like all this week is about you avoiding a burnout. I feel like that's the strongest message that's coming through here. Focus on not going through a burnout. You're welcome, culture. Very good. What's happening with Kayla? What's happening with Kayla? What is happening with Kayla for Bernadette? What's happening with Kayla for Bernadette? Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. These want to come out. Seeing her kids on the bus, I feel that I'm being talked about. Is Bernadette being talked about? Is Bernadette being talked about? Five of Cups is a no about you being talked about. So I don't know. Maybe they're being talked about, but not from Kayla. I don't know. But there is a Chariot here, so I feel like you're moving forward. Or Kayla seems to be moving forward, crushing those obstacles. There is a Three of Pentacles, so I feel like Kayla's been keeping to herself. She hasn't been communicating or connecting with others all that much and just keeps going forward. This also came up in Kayla's energy is the Eight of Wands in the dark. So I just feel like there's some slowed down energy, some feeling like things are just really hectic right now for Kayla that she's trying to cope and deal with. There is a Five of Wands. So I feel like she's kind of like, you know, fighting for what matters for her, but also struggling with it. I just feel the sense of her like trying to really pay attention to what matters most. So probably her kids, if that's what she has, right? Yeah. Bernard, hello. When my daughter gets a job. Will Bernard's daughter get a job soon? 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 Four of Cups. Will Bernard's daughter get a job soon? I feel like she will. I feel like she will take action to take a job. I feel like it's going to take a little bit more time, though. I feel like there's still more things that Well, it says, when will my daughter get a job? Then it says, will my son get a job? Get him a job too. I don't know. So I feel like your daughter will get a job soon. About your son. Will Bernard's son get jobs too? Will Bernard's son get a job too? Will Bernard's son get a job too? The Magician. I feel like your son will get a job soon, but I feel like he still has a lot more work to put into it, though. I feel like he doesn't have a lot of ambition to get a job, or is procrastinating, or maybe focus on a particular job and waiting for a particular job rather than exploring other options. You know, I feel like he's kind of like eliminating himself with the Eight of Wands here in the dark. But your daughter seems to be good, right? The Four of Cups. I feel like she is thinking things through. You know, I feel like your daughter doesn't want to accept an offer that she had before. Maybe she felt like it wasn't good enough. But I feel like if she went back and tried it again, um, they would accept her if she went back and asked for the job again. It may not be your first thing, it may not be your cup of tea, but you know. I feel like she has options. Your son seems to be restricting himself for whatever reason with the Eight of Wands here, but he does have all the schools, all the tools. How do I say schools? Maybe schooling too, but he does have all the tools he needs to get that on. Culture. Will I find a solution to my problem at work this week? Let's see for culture. Will I find a solution to my problem at work this week? Ten of Wands is in the light. Ooh. 1313, Bernard says. Oh man. 13 is transformation, rebirth energy, right? The 13 moon cycles. um, so for culture, the Ten of Wands, I feel like, you know, you're going to take responsibility for your actions or your obligations, whatever that is for you. I feel like there's an energy of you wanting to take too much, more than what you can handle. Which, you know, if you do take on more than you can handle, you have to expect some chaos that comes with that, right? You know, sometimes we can't carry more than what we can carry, or we're gonna fall down, right? The Tower, I feel like, is exactly what that's indicating. The Queen of Cups is here too, so I just feel the sense of you trusting your inner voice, trusting your instincts, trusting that you know how much you can balance and how much will tilt you the wrong direction. Especially in work, because you do have the King of Pentacles here, so I feel like this is directly at your work situation. The King of Pentacles, I just feel this energy of you feeling, I feel like there's like good energy at work though. I do feel that. I just feel like there's a sense of you feeling more grounded, more serious in your actions, more protective. Let's just see what is going on with this King of Pentacles here. What's going on with this King of Pentacles right here? A Page of Cups. Ooh. Page of Cups, some of you wanting to express their feelings towards you. So I don't know if this is about your work performance or if this is about love and romance. I feel it can go either way. But there is a dreamy energy coming through here as well, for sure. um, you have the Hierophant in the dark, so I feel like it's kind of like doing things a little bit outside your norm, you know, breaking routine a little bit or breaking tradition, whatever that is for you. With the Hermit as well, the Hierophant, not the Hermit. With the Hierophant, I just feel the sense of you just mixing things up a little bit, you know? I don't know if it's a matter of focusing more on yourself than the family or what's going on there, but it looks fun. Bernadette, hello. My arts will be displayed at a local restaurant. Ooh, that is so exciting. That is awesome. Congratulations, Bernadette. That is really fun. For Bernadette, Bernadette's arts will be displayed at a local restaurant. Well, it's the page of cups soul culture. So page of cups is a new person. So that's what is no one around you yet. They're coming into your energy. Page of cups is like the ace of cups. It's a new person. But it could be love or it could be work. You know, they're just expressing their feelings towards you. So it could be your work performance. It could be love. Let's see for Bernadette. How will the arts? How will it go? How will the displaying the arts at the restaurant go? How will this energy go for Bernadette? Queen of Wands, you're gonna be on fire. You're gonna be everyone's gonna be talking about it. Right? That fire energy, the Queen of Wands. I feel that for you. The Six of Cups, nostalgia, bringing up some old memories or whatever's going on there. I stopped there, and the other arts are nothing like mine. Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, you can't compare your art with somebody else's art, right? I mean, look at Picasso. It's nothing. It looks like they just threw up paint on the paper, right? You know, it doesn't look like anything. So there you go. I feel like a lot of people are going to be talking about it. It's the Queen of Wands. It's going to be on fire, right? There's going to be a lot of passion. There's going to be a lot of bold energy. So I'm not quite sure what your art was, but I do feel like the sense of bold and artistic and creative and passionate energy coming through with this fire. Six of Cups bringing up some nostalgia energy, so that is always good, right? Seven of Pentacles is in the light as well. Yes, I'm talking about, did I say it wrong? I probably said it wrong. Piscasio, that's what I was saying. Well, Bernard, you're in my energy. Get out. No, I'm joking. What Moonbeam was saying. Oh man. For the Seven of Pentacles, you know, I feel like it's a matter of having patience. Let people view your art. Um, you know, yeah. The stars in the dark. Let's see, why is the star in the dark now? I don't know if it's your own doubt or what's going on here. I feel like the star overall is always the universe giving us blessing no matter which direction it's in. What is going on with the star in the dark? Queen of Swords, you know, have faith. Be honest with yourself and your expectations, right? I do feel like good things are going to come of this, though. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not good, because it's good. The cards say it's good. The King of Cups here, I feel like you will get some support. Use bold colors. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I was feeling that from the Queen. The Queen energy was like, it's bold, it's creative, it's... Yeah, yeah, that is awesome. That was a strong energy that came through. There is someone who is really, on the other side, who is really trying to support you on that one. That's your adopted mom? Well, there you go. Yeah, she was telling me it's so bold. It's perfect. Let's see. Alice. How does Harris recently think about Alice? How does Harris think about Alice right now? How does Harris think about Alice right now? How does Harris feel about Alice right now? How does Harris feel about Alice right now? How does Harris feel about Alice right now? Oh man, well he's up for sex. We all know that with the double out here. Oh man, doesn't care how he's gonna get it, but he's gonna get it if he can. Oh man. What he thinks about you though is the Six of Cups. So I do feel like there's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of happy memories going on there with the Six of Cups energy. You know, I feel like they have some mixed feelings with mixed in with the Four of Swords energy here, but there seems to be something that's trying to come through with trying to figure out what is what, right? I feel like they feel a little withdrawn. I don't know if they just feel like they're emotionally unavailable towards you, if that makes any sense. I don't know what that is about. But how they feel about you is the Seven of Wands. So I feel like they have patience. They'll wait for you as long as it takes, if that's what it takes, right? But you know, they have that sexual attraction towards you with the devil. You know, it might be a little bit of some toxic love energy, but it's love. It's toxic love is still love, right? I don't know. I know it might not be the best, but let's see. What does Alice need to know about this energy right now? Nine of Wands. Well, he has that hot, fiery, passionate, sexual energy that wants to come through. Will Harris contact Alice again? Will Harris contact Alice again? Will Harris contact Alice again soon? The Emperor is a yes card as well, so it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility that he will. I feel like he will because he wants, you know what he wants, so, you know. The other energy is not really coming through about exactly what he's thinking and what he's actually feeling besides his sexual desires. I don't know. I feel like he's missing that part of things. Bernard! Is my finances going to be a little bit better or a whole lot better? Let's see. How are Bernard's finances going to be? How is Bernard's finances going to be? How is Bernard's finances going to be? How is Bernard's finances going to be? I don't know about your finances, Bernard, but for some reason, love is coming in. You have the Ace of Cups here. I feel like there's still some mysteries and illusions that need to be unraveled for you. For your finances, though, I do feel like there's going to be a new opportunity that may boost your finances, though, realistically. I do feel that. It may just come out of the blue, you know, for no apparent reason, just this opportunity that you may take advantage of that will boost your income, your finances there. The Nine of Pentacles is in the dark as well, so I do feel like there's this energy of procrastinating a little bit. Things may not be fair, things may be a little bit unbalanced, right? Yeah. You also have the Empress here. So with the Empress in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of, I don't know if there's like a baby mama that you're worrying about or stressing about or what's going on there. But I feel like that may cause some issues. What's going on with the Empress? What's going on with the Empress? What is this stagnant energy about? Oh man, the Queen of Cups may be trying to discourage you for whatever reason. I feel like they are not supporting your decisions or whatever's going on there that may be frustrating. But yeah, things are a little bit imbalanced. I feel like this new opportunity may fix all of this though, Bernard. I don't know. That is what I got. Renette, you posted some of your paintings on YouTube? That is cool. I'll have to check it out. Culture. Is there anything I'm not taking responsibility for regarding other people's feelings? For culture, is there anything that culture is not taking responsibility for regarding other people's feelings? For any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fate that one can give culture a message about what she's not taking responsibility for regarding other people's feelings. That one did a somersault into the dark, so I would say no. The Nine of Pentacles is the yes card, but it's in the dark. So I would say no. You know? It's actually the opposite, right? Because Nine of Pentacles in the dark is like a workaholic. Like you're working too much. You may be taking on too much responsibility regarding other people's feelings. I don't know. The Five of Swords. The Magician is here in the dark here, so I feel like there's this energy of you being able to tap into some talents that you haven't been tapping into. Not quite sure what that is about, but yeah, you know, the Magician in the dark is kind of like you're not using all the tricks that you have. Let's see, we're gonna clarify why the star is in the dark. Why is the star in the dark here? Why is the star in the dark? The Eight of Swords. For the Eight of Swords, I feel like there's some fears or trapped in fear for whatever reason, stuck in your head kind of energy. What's going on with that? I don't know, I feel like there's some repressed feelings going on. So I'm not quite sure what this energy is. I feel it's a little scattered and is like moving far from what your original question is. I'm not really feeling like there's some big things regarding other people's feelings. I mean, there could be just, you know, you could tap into your tricks or your skills or something that you're not using a little bit better, but Five of Swords kind of like just some inner conflict, you know? Little conflicts within yourself pretty much is what the Five of Swords is about. Wanting to be right or wanting to be perfect at things. I'm getting sleepy for some reason. I'm yawning now. Oh man. Guess I've worn out a lot of energy. I lost all the cards. Hold on. There's too many. I just won't use these ones. We lost those ones. Bernadette, what's gonna happen with the podcast? For Bernadette, what's gonna happen to Bernadette's podcast? The Six of Swords. Six of Swords, I feel like it's gonna move on if you're there or not. You know, I watch a lot of people's YouTube channels that they haven't posted in like 5 years, but I still watch it. You know, I just feel like it's still gonna keep going even though you're not there. It may keep up pace, right? Yeah. It's gonna drift even though it's leaving you behind. The Nine of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like whatever fears or whatever you've had about it may be released from you though. Nine of Swords here. I just feel the sense of you coming into some inner peace energy, and letting go of any negativity around the YouTube podcast thing. Um, I need stats charging. I'm not the best with tech stuff. Oh man, me neither. Tech stuff is really, really hard. That's why I have Moonbeam. I know, tech stuff is really difficult. Let's see, I'm focusing on my art. I don't have much views. I've been doing motivational videos. I do want to still do it, but people were stuck in my energy. Oh man, yeah. You kind of have to separate yourself from your content to what people say, right? Because the people who enjoy your channel are most likely not to comment. The people who have, you know, negative things to say, they will comment just because they're looking for attention. But there's also a lot of robots too. Not all your comments are actual real people. There's a lot of nasty robots out there that comment on people's channels with just this nonsense. Well, let's see, what else does Bernadette need to know about this energy? What else does Bernadette need to know about this energy? Oh man, for the Ace of Cups in the dark. I feel this energy of some emptiness. I'm not quite sure where the emptiness is coming from, but it also comes with the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever's going on there, you're going to find your balance. You know, you're going to find a way to get things done. You're going to find you're going to find out where it's worth investing your time and energy moving forward. You know, I feel you're going to figure it out. Something's going to come out of this one way or another. The Six of Wands is in the dark as well. So I feel like it's not a matter of people actually, you know, praising you or recognizing you, whatever it is. It's about you being your own cheerleader. And I feel like if you put yourself out there, um, people will notice. Yeah. But if you're doing it with your art, that is great too. I watch a YouTuber, um, Alexa, I'm not quite sure if I'm saying her name right. All she does is record herself coloring, and she makes beautiful art with her coloring. Like she does pencil crayon art. It is so pretty. I don't know if you've ever thought about recording yourself doing your art, but yeah, that seems to be a thing, and it's really cool. Bernard, hello. Any proper equipment to do that? Everybody says that, but you know, you just figure it out, you know? Yeah. Like there's a lot of YouTubers that show you how to use other things to make tripods and to make lights and all those sort of things. You know, you like if you really wanted to figure it out, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there of how to stack books and how to do things to create tripods and all that sort of thing. Yeah. You know, sometimes it takes a lot of different channels too. Like this is not my first channel, right? I've tried I had a family vlogging channel. I tried two different gaming channels. You know, you have to figure out a bunch of different things before you hit the jackpot, right? So far, I'm enjoying this one. Bernard! My life question. Okay, Bernard's life question. I'm here for it. Is how my 4th of July to play the next month have a good 4th of July. Okay, so will Bernard have a good 4th of July? Will Bernard have a good 4th of July? That's a good question. Will Bernard have a good 4th of July? You're a perfectionist? Well, if you're gonna sabotage yourself, then universe can't help with that. You're on your own. If you're gonna, yeah, you know, if you're not gonna bend the rules a little bit, the universe can't help. Will Bernard have a good 4th of July? Will Bernard have a good 4th of July? The Ace of... I'm the Ace. I wanted to say the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why, but I feel like this new opportunity, this potential, this growth, this boost of energy wants to come through, which is still the same thing with the sun here. I just feel this making some positive changes, this happy, fun, exciting energy. So yeah, I feel like the 4th of July will be really great. The Queen of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like there's somebody in your energy tonight, Bernard, like the last few readings, that somebody is just going to be a bitch. I don't know what's going on with this person, but they're just going to be a bitch towards you. So whoever this person is, you know, leave them at home. I don't know what's going on with them, but distance yourself from them because they're just in a cranky, bitchy mood, right? The Queen of Cups in the dark there. What is going on with this person? Because the 5 of Wands, like they're on the verge of fighting with you for no reason. Who is this person? 10 of Wands is in the dark too. I feel like they want you to do their work for them. I don't know if there's a work situation or what. Yeah, they feel like their hands are tied and they want you to do all the work for them because they're bitches. I don't know what's going on there, but the ten of wands. Oh man, I feel like they're gonna put their extra load on you. They're gonna make you do the work for them. Who is this person? Who is this person for Bernard? The 7 of Swords. They're just gonna trick you, manipulate you. Oh my gosh, Bernard. 4th of July is going to be good for you, but don't bring this person with you because they're just, you know, they're just going to get underneath your skin and make you do the work. So I don't know if they're going to make you go to work while they go to the 4th of July celebrations, but, you know, if they do that, you say no. I'm not going to work your shift for you. Sure, I have all the cards I didn't lose. Bernadette, will I meet my baby sister one day? She was adopted at 4 months old. Oh, man. Will Bernadette meet her baby sister one day? Will Bernadette meet her baby sister one day? Will Bernadette meet her baby sister one day? Oh, man. It's not looking good in the cards right now. You've been in contact with her? That is awesome. But it's not looking good right now, though. The 7 of Cups is in the dark. The Page of Swords is in the dark. The 4 of Pentacles in the dark. The 5 of Swords in the dark. You know, all these cards always have potential of turning into the light, but it's just not in the energy right now. So more like me, she was born a triplet, but only her survived. Oh man. Yeah, that must feel a little bit weird to be born yeah, without your other 2 siblings. Oh man. Yeah. You know, the 7 of Cups is in the dark. So I just feel like there's a little bit of confusion or a little bit you know, trying to figure out if these goals are realistic for your baby sister to connect with you in that way. The Page of Swords is in the dark too, so I feel like there's some delayed conversations going on there, or delayed communication for meeting each other. There's the 4 of Pentacles in the dark too, so I feel like there's a little bit of, I don't know if it's a matter of the finances, like if there's money involved with connecting, if the sister lives far, I don't know. And the 5 of Swords is in the dark, so that could be a good. It could, the 5 of Swords could be like reconnecting, finding solutions, trying to figure things out. But right now, it all looks like it's delayed. When they're all in the dark, it's all delayed energy. She's in Belgium. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Maybe it's more jealousy than hate. You know? Bernard, hello. What's your question is? I'm working out, exercising. How will my body look? And who have their eyes on me while working out? Ooh. For Bernard, how is Bernard's working out going? How is Bernard's working out going? How is Bernard's workout going? Ooh, Three of Swords, and then the Three of Swords, I feel like you really get your heart going when you're exercising. So I feel the sense of exhaustion coming through with the Three of Swords. The King of Cups is also in the dark. So I feel like you feel very exhausted after your workout. But you probably feel good about it too at the same time. Let's see. Who has their eyes on Bernard at the gym? Who has their eyes on Bernard while he's working out? Oh man, somebody with this Ace of Wands here, hot, fiery, passionate energy. I feel like someone has a spark of interest in you. I feel like they're not sure. I feel like they have a spark of interest in you, but they're not quite sure how they feel about you though. You know, I feel like they bottled up their feelings and they tied it on tight and duct taped it shut. And they're not wanting to express their feelings towards you right now, but they do have a spark of interest. Um, you know, King of Pentacles is in the dark. I feel like this person is someone who likes to stay home and is a little bit boring, even though they have a spark of interest towards you. So I don't know if you noticed that, because I feel like they're quiet. They may watch you from afar. They just want to go. Culture. Is my brother mad at culture? Hi, Sean. How are you? Is culture's brother mad at culture? Is culture's brother mad at culture? Ooh, I would say no. Well, it is a yes card, but it is a sun. So the sun is a very positive card. So I would say no, that your brother's not mad at you, even though it's a yes card, because it is a sun card, right? I just feel the sense of a lot of positive energy, a lot of confidence, a lot of self expression. So I'm not quite sure if your brother has expressed emotions towards you. There is the Ace of Pentacles here, so I feel like they would like to have a start over with you if they have the opportunity to. Not quite sure what that is. I feel like they have learned to trust their intuition, trust their instincts. They may have struggled with that in the past, but I feel like they've learned how to trust it now. There is a Six of Wands in the dark. So I feel like they're having some issues with insecurities. I feel like there's some ego issues. Um, I feel like they feel like they try, but they feel like you haven't noticed. If that makes sense. You know, maybe they haven't tried enough for you to notice to begin with, and that's just their thoughts about you, right? This is what this is just what's in their energy. Um, but yeah, I don't feel like there's any mad energy here at all. The death card is in the dark, so maybe they know that there's changes they have to make, but they're resisting making those changes for whatever reason. What should culture know about her brother? Yeah, I feel like if the opportunity presented itself, they would connect with you. I don't know if it's at a family event or what, because it is a Four of Wands. But they would like to connect with you if it came up. But I feel like they're not going to go out of their way to seek your attention. There's what I got. You're welcome, culture. Sean, right? Explanation mark. Join with your question. So Nightbot can add you to the list. Oh, you are on the list. Never mind, you are on the list. I'm just slow. Bernard. Another question. How will my August be? How will Bernard's August go? 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 The Queen of Cups is in the dark. Oh, I feel like August is gonna have some ups and downs, Bernard, for sure, right? Because you have the Queen of Cups in the dark, so I just feel this overwhelming energy, this over emotional energy, maybe some insecurities coming through. But I feel like there's this big need for you to feel like you need to be in control. That's probably that Scorpio energy coming in, right? Because I just feel this energy of, wanting to be more ambitious, wanting to be more productive, but at the same time having some trust issues for whatever reason. For the Queen of Swords in the dark as well, I feel like there's this energy of you wanting to hide your emotions because I feel like there's this energy of you falling off track and, detaching yourself from something that you may have to pay attention to. You also have the Seven of Cups in the light. So I feel like you're going to have some options and decisions to make. So it's all a matter of which one you choose to determine how good things will be for you in August, right? For the Seven of Cups here in the light, I feel like there are some choices that you need to make. I feel like whatever choices you choose, there's choices you need to stick with and grow with, because you do have the Eight of Wands here. So I feel like it's a matter of you taking action, whatever you choose here. I feel like you have to follow through and go with it despite whatever it is. I just feel the sense of you making some fast movements, having some high pace energy. I feel there's even a possibility of a move, or like you having the opportunity to find a place to move to come August as well. Seems to be coming through right now. Yeah, and I feel like it all depends on what you decide and where you decide to put your focus and energy. The Seven of Pentacles is in the dark here, so I feel like you may feel like you're in a repetitive, boring cycle, but at the same time, you're still moving forward. It's just a matter of being patient and finishing what you started. Like, don't leave anything hanging. Follow through with whatever you're committed to do. And the Page of Swords, I feel like you're going to get some good news or some good information about something that you've been waiting for as well. That's what I got. For Bernadette, how has my guardian angel been communicating with Bernadette? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels of Fae, or Bernadette's guardian angel? How have they been communicating with Bernadette? How has Bernadette's guardian angel been communicating with Bernadette? How has Bernadette's guardian angel been communicating with Bernadette? Oh man. I feel like they've been just watching you and not communicating to you right now, this current energy. I just feel like they've been watching. I feel like they've been doing a lot of watching, right? The judgment is in the dark, so I feel like they have stepped back and are just observing. Um, yeah. Because I feel like they feel like if they communicate with you, you're going to see them, and they don't want you to see them for whatever reason, or they don't feel like you're ready for you to actually visually see them. So that is why it seems. Yeah. For the Six of Pentacles in the dark, I feel this energy that they realize that it's unfair that they're not communicating to you right now, but I feel like they want you to take advantage of whatever other gifts that you have or what other intuitive abilities you have, and focus on increasing those. For the Six of Swords as well in the dark, I just feel the sense of them distancing themselves from you just because they are watching you evolve and they're wanting you to evolve in a sense of the self healing energy and that sort of thing as well. Bye, culture. Thank you for coming. For the judge, like I said, the judgment. I feel like that is what's going through the judgment. That they're stepping back and just watching you from afar. The Empress is in the dark as well, so I feel like it's just a matter of them giving you space to realize who you truly are and what you truly want to evolve in moving forward. You know? With the Empress of the Dark, too, I just feel like there's this energy of some sort of divine energy, like some sort of divine opportunity or just some other opportunity that's really going to embrace your confidence. It's just a matter of figuring out what that is, because I feel like your energy right now is stagnant, and they do realize that. What else? What other advice can I give to Bernadette? The Star. The universe is trying to guide you right now. They do see that you do have a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of integrity, and that you are moving towards that badass success, right? Yeah, they're just allowing you to do your thing. They see that you're putting yourself out there more. They're seeing that you're getting recognized. You may not realize it, but they do. That's what I got. Sean, anything that Sean needs to hear? Thanks, spirit guides, ancestors, and Fae. What does Sean need to hear right now? 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 Oh boy, the Seven of Swords! Or maybe someone tricking or scheming or, you know, getting into some shenanigans there with the Seven of Swords energy. I just feel this energy of, I don't know if it's you or whoever this is, like sneaking around the shadows, trying to figure out what is what and trying to do things without being seen or recognized or whatever that is. The Ten of Wands, I feel like there's going to be a lot of work, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things on your plate right now. I feel like there's a potential of you taking on too much, so making sure that you have that balance, that home and work-life balance, so it's not more on one end than the other. I feel like that is very difficult right now, though. The Queen of Cups is in the light, so I feel like whatever's going on, you are leading with kindness and compassion and all that sort of thing. I feel like it's a matter of you truly listening to your inner voice, being true and kind to yourself. I feel like that's going to help with your balance that you have going on as well. With the Eight of Wands in the dark, I just feel like the slow down energy, like losing momentum, just because things are picking up pace and getting more too chaotic. So I feel like it's kind of like important to have that equal balance and not taking on more than you can realistically manage right now, even though it seems tempting. I think it seems very tempting because of the Seven of Swords energy there. Yeah, the Tower. I feel like you want to avoid this Tower energy though. Any disruptive changes, any unexpected chaos. I also feel like some sort of truth is going to be exposed. I don't know if it's the Seven of Swords here lying to you or what. Yeah, you're going to make magic happen. You're going to see through the lies. Whatever that is. I also feel the sense of you transforming into a more steady energy. And that will turn the Six of Swords into the light, so you'll have that success. I just feel like it's a matter of you raising your vibrations, putting yourself out there, but putting yourself out there realistically. Don't put yourself out there so much that You'll lose that momentum and things get a little too heavy. Bernard. Question. Where I get my Amazon account back on my laptop? Will Bernard get their Amazon account back on their laptop? Will Bernard get their Amazon account back on their laptop? Six of Swords is a no. And going over my speakers. Will Bernard get their speakers going? Will Bernard also get their speakers going? Ace of Wands is in the dark, so it's a possibility for the speakers, but it's going to be delayed. Not quite sure what's going on with your Amazon, Bernard, but so far it's a no. How can Bernard get their Amazon account back? How can Bernard get their Amazon account back? The King of Cups. So with the King of Cups, I feel like you're going to have to talk to the manager or whoever you need to talk to at Amazon to get your account back, though. It seems like some communication needs to be had there. The Devil probably, I don't know if Amazon wants more money or what's going on with that to get your account back, but yeah. Amazon seems to be a little bit the devil energy here. And that is what I got though, Bernard. Bernard! Another question. Questions about to ask for the night. The twins are the working out with me. Is the motivation, do they got a crush on me? A new person? On the twins, what's an hour fitness? Bernard. You challenge my reading abilities. Let's see for Bernard. Question number 1. What is the motivation? What are the twins' motivation for the gym? What are the twins' motivation at the gym? What is the twins' motivation at the gym? Ooh, they're very inspired. They have the boost of energy. I think the workout gives them a boost of energy. That's their motivation. Do the twins have a crush on Bernard? Do the twins have a crush on Bernard? The Wheel of Fortune, yes, and the universe is making them have a crush on you. Luck, timing, destiny is all on your side on that point. I feel like there's some cosmic destiny or karma coming your way too, with this crush energy. Do the twins have a crush on another person? Do the twins have a crush on another person? Page of Pentacles, yes, they have a crush on you and the other person, the next person. They're just crushing right now. Overall, how's the gym experience going for Bernard? Oh, the Seven of Swords are tricking you. The gym is telling you that you're doing a good job, but I don't know what's going on there, Bernard, but the Seven of Swords is in the dark, so you know what that means, right? Making sure that you're not cheating at the gym, though, right? Making sure that you are doing the full workout and you're not skipping steps, not skipping the warm up or whatever that is. But I feel like the Seven of Swords here is trying to call you out on that. That is what I got, though. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow for more free readings. Hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody. Good night. Bye.